And we're live. Welcome to Part-Time Nerd with me, your host, Alan. My mic is hot tonight, I can tell. Turn that down just a bit. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I gotta kill the music here. Hope everyone's having a good night. Had a week off last week. Had a bunch of family stuff and whatnot going on, and now I'm back. What's up, Brandon? How's it going, sir? Thanks for tuning in. Before we get things kicked off, I'm enjoying a nice little from Brutal Beer Works, the Brutal Fest. It's their Oktoberfest beer, and it is a tasty, tasty beer. I highly recommend you if you're in the North Richland Hills area. What's up, Lizzie? How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. But if you're in the NRH area, I highly recommend you swinging by and picking some up. It's pretty good. Oktoberfest beer, 6% alcohol by volume, and it is smooth. So let's get things kicked off. We're going to get everything going. I got a couple things I'm going to announce, but I'm going to wait until we get a few more people in here. We've got a charity going on right now. So if you're in here looking, you can see the crawl on the bottom. That's where you can donate. I'll talk about that here shortly. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and launch into it's become my first segment every week here lately is the comic book covers that I fell in love with this last week. So we're going to start with Miles Morales. Spider-Man. This was one of the variant covers that came out this last week, and it's just the coloring, the tone, it just pops off. You got that white background, and him with he's got shooting out black webs. It's just an awesome cover. I saw this, and I always get the cover A's, and I saw this one, and this was one of those comics where I was like, you know what, I want to have to get that cover B on this one as well because it's a beautiful cover. I just really, really enjoyed it. The next one, this one, my boy Rapid Dave's going to like this one. This was from Batman Adventures Continues, issue number 6. This was the variant on that. And you've got the Joker and Harley Quinn there in the background with Batman, Batgirl, and Robin running up there in the front. This was just it's another one of those ones with those, I thought the color scheme just really popped off on this one. Angry Artist in the house, William Russell. Got to see William a few weeks ago. Got to hang out with him a little bit out at Cowtown Comic Con, and I've got coming up here shortly. I'm going to have 5 questions with Alan, starring none other than William Russell himself. He was out there, and he was one of the people I hit up for it, and so I'm going to be playing that interview here real shortly. I'm looking forward to it. It was a great interview. Just a real quick little 5 questions with him. The next cover that I had that I really love this week. Let's see here. Need to be showing the new limited. Dude, let me tell you something, William. That metal print you released today. Those metal prints are sick as it is, but dude, that one was pretty awesome. I'll share that to my page later so everybody can see that because it's just absolutely gorgeous. But the next cover that I loved was for Crossover issue number 1. And this was something that I've been excited about for a while. Donny Cates is writing this one, and pretty much anything Donny Cates has been writing these days has been absolute fire and awesome. I've loved everything that he's been doing because it's been phenomenal and great. It's going to be a crossover of Marvel, DC, Image. You didn't really get a feel for that in the first issue. It was setting up the story and how it's going to be going, but that's where it's going to be going. And I can't wait to see what Donny Cates does with it because, again, his run on Venom, absolutely amazing. You had the absolute Carnage series that he did, which was awesome. Just great stuff that he's firing out there right now. And this one was great. And I saved my favorite cover for last. I shared this on, if you're following the page on Instagram and all that, you've already seen this picture, but Star Wars, the Lando Calrissian action figure variant cover. I had to get this. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. This was so Crossover is about all the companies. It's William, it's essentially the way the story goes is all the comic characters come to life in one city. And they're all from all the different companies, Image, DC, Marvel, all of that, and they all come to life in one city, and they end up containing them in a bubble, and it's it's interesting. The first issue doesn't give you a whole lot. It's just really setting it up. But I can definitely see that it's going to be going places. And like I said, Kate's has been teasing this for a while. Ryan Francis in the house. How's it going, Ryan? Hope you're having a good night. He's getting his podcast ready for tomorrow. Make sure you check that out. Let's do a podcast. They review bad movies and drink great beer. But yeah, my cover of the week, the winner of the cover of the week is the Star Wars issue number 7. I do believe this is the Lando Calrissian action figure variant. Absolutely loved it. Gorgeous cover. I can't say anything else about it. Huge fans of Lando, Billy D, Colt 45. You know, it's an awesome cover. Absolutely love it. And terrible movies. They do review terrible movies. Our boys over there at Let's Do a Podcast. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are bad. Try and watch every one that they release on it. So next, this week, there was really only one comic that really stuck out to me. That's going to be what I think is going to be the title of the week. Is you've got the one-shot issue of Punchline that is coming out, and if you've been following the show, you knew I was a big fan of the Joker War series that went on throughout Batman, Detective, and all of that. And Punchline was the character that kind of came out of that as the big character to come out. Joker's new sidekick, essentially the new kind of Harley Quinn, is kind of what she came out as, and they've got a whole story going on about her character, the development of her after the Joker War, because it kind of leads to she's saying she's kind of brainwashed. Joker has brainwashed her. She's the victim there, but if you know anything, she's not. So I'm really curious to see where that goes. Looking forward to picking that book up tomorrow, actually, and reading and seeing what they do with that character. And is this character going to become someone that they do a lot with, and maybe like the next kind of Harley Quinn character, where you see a lot with her, or do they just kind of let her go down the way? We'll see. So you're drinking some Brutal over there? I am, sir. I am drinking the Brutal Fest, their Oktoberfest beer, and it is delicious. You got to get down there and get some, Ryan. Because it's phenomenal. It's really good. And it's going to leave. So before I get into the next thing we're going to do, I've got 5 questions with Alan, with William Russell. Talked to him out at Cowtown Comic-Con a couple weeks ago. And so I'll be playing that interview here in a couple minutes. Before I do that, I want to go ahead and touch on what you see on the crawl going on the bottom. Me and Rapid Dave, if you missed the show last week, Strikeout Beer, we are raising money for the North Texas Food Bank. We've been doing it for almost a week now. We started last Wednesday, or it's been a week. We started on November 1st. All money that's donated towards our beer fund. Any stars that Rapid Dave gets on his stream on Facebook, any bits that he gets on his stream on Twitch, we're putting all of those funds and putting them towards to go to the North Texas Food Bank. You can see our Cash App is at Strikeout Beer, as well as our Venmo is at Strikeout Beer. Anything donated for the whole month of November is going to go straight to the North Texas Food Bank. And I think we're already at, correct me if I'm wrong, Rapid Dave, but I think we're at like $225 already 1 week in. We're right there on pace to hit our goal of $1,000. So thank you so much for everyone who's donated already, and everyone who's going to be donating. You know, if you haven't done it yet and you're planning on doing it, awesome. We're going to be throwing together some prize packs, some things to give away. $225 so far. Yep. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I have not announced it yet, but I'm going to announce it tomorrow. I don't think I told Rapid Dave about it yet, but I've got a special giveaway that I'm going to be doing for tomorrow for anyone who, not tomorrow, but Wednesday, for anybody who donates during the Strikeout Beer show. So thank you, everyone who's donated to it so far and everyone who's going to. And even if you've just something as you can't donate any money, you've done something as simple as just share our post about that. Thank you. We highly appreciate it. This is something that we've been wanting to do for a while. November's a great time to do it. So, hey, yeah. Hey, I'll donate an original piece of art you can auction on your show and raise money for it. William, dude, that would awesome. We'll talk offline and get something going for that. And that is huge. That is sweet. We would definitely appreciate that. I'll talk to you offline on that. We'll get something going for that and get that going. Thank you so much, my brother. And speaking of the angry artist, now this is going to be episode number 2 of 5 Questions with Alan. The first season of 5 Questions with Alan. I think it's like 7 or 8 interviews that I did at Cowtown Comic Con. I asked them all the same 5 questions, and here we go with 5 Questions with Alan with William Russell. Hey, what's everybody? This is your boy Alan here, and I'm here with the angry artist himself, William Russell. How you doing, William?
Hey, what's up, man? Enjoying the show. Thank you.
All right. So got 5 questions for you. This is a new segment we've launched, 5 Questions with Alan. Question number 1, who's your favorite comic book character?
Oh, Bad Who Laughs, without a doubt.
Okay. All right. Bad Who, that's a newer character introduced the last several years, but he's awesome.
Yeah,
he is
so
a sweet
fun.
character. I mean, and your iteration of him that you draw is amazing. It's probably my favorite version of him.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely appreciate that.
All right. Question number 2, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
This day and age, I would say Di-Serrano.
Di-Serrano? Okay.
Yeah, it used to be tequila, but I ended up on too many bar tables, so can't do that anymore.
All right. Now, question number 3. Now we're start getting a little bit tougher with these questions. Okay. So you get to have superpowers, but you only get one of the following. Have you seen the movie Mystery Men?
Yes.
Okay. So you either get the powers of the spleen, where you get to control your flatulence. You can have the powers of Invisible Boy, where you can be invisible only if nobody is watching, including yourself.
Oh, okay.
You can have the powers of the Blue Raja. You throw cutlery better than anybody, but only forks.
Okay.
And last but not least, the Shoveler. You shovel better than anybody ever born.
Oh.
Which powers are you going with?
Well, let's see. I've already got the flagellant power, so let's see. I would have to go with the shoveler just because Lord knows I can shovel tons of crap. So,
all right. I like it. Question number 4. You were around during the Avengers Endgame Infinity War.
Okay.
In the Thanos snap, you lose your wife and your kids.
Ooh.
You then take the life insurance money and blow it on a failed food truck.
Okay.
You find love, get remarried, and have 2 kids. 5 years later, the Avengers brings back your old family.
Ooh.
Who are you living with? Old family or new family?
Oh, man. Ooh, that's a tough one. I move my kids in and tell my ex good luck.
Okay. All right.
So messed up.
And last but not least, we'll say this is the toughest
unless
question.
We can all live together, and then we'll.
Are you in Utah?
Oh, that's right.
Maybe you move to Utah and take up Mormonism. That's an option.
Hey,
no one's considered that option yet.
That's
so,
right. It's a super religion.
And the last question: you watch The Office?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Is Michael Scott a good person or a bad person?
All right. Now, which one's Michael Scott?
The head of the paper company.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I think he's fine. I think he's a good guy.
All right.
If people can't handle it, oh well.
Yeah. He can't handle it. Rapid Dave thinks he's a horrible person, and he's wrong.
Dude, he's so
wrong.
Sweet, man. What are you talking about? He's always thinking about everybody else first.
There we go. There we have it, folks. There's another edition of 5 Questions with Alan. William, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it.
All right. And there we go. There's episode number 2 of 5 Questions with Alan. William Russell, thank you so much for doing that. And as I was sitting here, I remembered William's talking about donating a piece of original art. If you look up behind me, you can see some of his art that I've purchased from him. No, over here, this is original piece that I got from him, Omega Red. His Batman Who Laughs is right here above my head, right there. And then I just recently picked up a new piece from him. It's the Bat Who Laughs with the Arkham Scarecrow. So let me just there we go. But yeah, that's another piece of art I've gotten from him. I just haven't had a chance to get a frame to hang it up yet. Best interview ever, and I didn't have to show my cleavage. I mean, no, didn't have to show it at all. But William, thank you again, my brother. I appreciate you taking time to sit down with me, do that quick little interview. I know you're working on coming back down here to Texas again, and I can't wait till you come back down again. We'll hook up and get some stuff going again for sure. Thank you. And next, I'm going to launch into my what's kind of become the big portion of this here lately is things that I am watching or things I'm looking forward to watching, whether they be TV shows, movies, whatever they are. Several different things. I want to start with how I ended last episode talking about a show that I was watching. I've been watching The Tick on Amazon, the newer updated version of it that had it only had 2 seasons. They ended it before they did the second season. They're not bringing it back for a third season. What I'm going to say about that is I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. It was interesting. It was funny. It entertained me. You know, they were 30-minute episodes and they flew by really quick. I absolutely love it. Let's see here. One of my favorite shows when we had William on. The guy's hilarious, talented, and outspoken. Yeah, when we had William on, Strikeout Beer, it was an awesome episode. We had a blast with him, drinking some beers, hearing about what he did before he was drawing, while he's been drawing, everything that he runs into since he's become an artist. It was a great time. We had a blast. I absolutely love him because he doesn't pull any punches. He tells it how it is, which is refreshing for this day and age because you don't get that a lot. People try to walk the line, tote the line, and not say something that's going to offend anybody. And you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes we'll just say that. You know, some people can't handle the truth. Oh well. But yeah, The Tick, definitely check it out. I recommend it. It's definitely a show I recommend. 2 seasons, something like 12 episodes a season, 30 minutes long. They're real short and they definitely fly by for sure. Every episode, it was just like you're going through it, and it's already over. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on? I thought we just started this episode. So it's definitely enjoyable. I definitely liked it. Next, so after I finished that, I was looking for something new to watch, and I've been talking about it for a while. I've been wanting to watch it. Wasn't able to watch it when it came out because it was just on YouTube TV. And I know Rapid Dave has strong feelings about this, and he thinks the show sucks. But oh well. Me and Rapid Dave disagree on a lot of things. I watched Cobra Kai. Season 1 and 2 are out on Netflix now because season 3 is going to be coming out in January. So they had all the seasons on there, and I binged through that in probably about 4 days. I went through it really quick. I really enjoyed it. Is it cheesy? Yes. Is it campy? Yes. I already know what you're going to say. See, we're working with that delay there. Rapid Dave's coming in so dumb. I already know what you're going to say. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Absolutely. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was fun to see Johnny back. You know, absolutely. Johnny was great in the series. Seeing everything from his side and what he thought went down back in Karate Kid in the original movie. But not only seeing that, but seeing some of the stuff that you didn't see, what he was going through. William Russell, Cobra Kai is awesome. There we go. I knew I liked this guy for a reason. Cobra Kai is awesome. I definitely enjoyed it. It was great. It flies by quick. Does it have its dumb, stupid, cheesy moments? Yes. But it's like an 80s movie, but a TV show, right? Was the original Karate Kid dumb? Yeah, it was dumb and cheesy and all that, but it kept that going, you know. It really kept that theme going, that campiness, that whatever. And he's not the bad guy either. Daniel is. Man, let's just say they both played parts, right? But at the end of the day, Johnny's the one who kicked it all off. Everyone knew the Karate Kid cheated and was a bully. But it was definitely a fun show. I really enjoyed it. I do recommend it. You know, if anyone asks me for things that they want to watch, I would highly recommend Cobra Kai. It was a really good show. It was really fun. And the way season 2 ended, I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything, but season 2 ended and I was just like, whoa. They just took this turn out of nowhere where you didn't see it coming. Like, I mean, I kind of a little bit maybe saw it coming thinking, oh man, something could happen here. But it just took a left turn out of nowhere and took it to a dark place, you know, not like super dark, but I was just like, holy crap. I did not see that coming at all, but I definitely enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. You guys need to check it out. Cobra Kai on Netflix. Season 1 and Season 2 are on there. Season 3 comes out in January, so you got plenty of time to go through it. But again, this is another one of those shows like The Tick where the episodes flew by. Before you know it, you're on the next episode, and it just keeps going and going and going. And the one thing that I've talked about that these streaming services have been doing here lately is they give you like 2 seconds before they start the next episode. Sometimes you don't even know the episode ended before the next one starts. Oh, Ryan. Oh, buddy. I'm always in a dark place. Oh, geez. It'll be okay, Ryan. It gets better. All right. It gets better. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it was a really good show. I definitely enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Sweep the leg. That's what we're about here. Next, I'm going to get into something that The Mandalorian. Rapid Dave. Me and Rapid Dave go back and forth on this one. He always tells me he likes it, but then when he gets in front of the camera and he's talking, he doesn't like it. If you listen to Strikeout Beer last week, it was part of our new segment, Things Rapid Dave pretends to hate that he actually really loves. And Mandalorian's at the top of that list right now. If you watch season 1, it's one of the best things that the Star Wars universe has had to offer. Really, really enjoyed season 1. It's different. It's not, you don't have Jedis flying all over the place, things like that. It's definitely different. You're seeing it from the Mando and the Mandalorian, his perspective, and he's a bounty hunter, and he finds the asset, which is the child, which everybody calls Baby Yoda. And the first season was great. Definitely loved it. Season 2's kicked off. Dylan can suck. What is up, Dylan? How are you doing? Mandalorian can suck eggs. Oh, man. That was a hot point that's been highly talked about on Facebook and everywhere. People are upset that the child was eating those eggs. Just get over it, people. That show sucked rapid. You know what? After the second episode, he was like, man, this episode was good. I definitely enjoyed it. I didn't think it sucked. But then here we are. Rapid Dave's in front of him. Well, he's not in front of a camera, but he's here for all people to see. And he's going to profess that the show sucks because he's not in his safe little happy tree right now in the tree of trust with me, where he feels okay to, let me know that he likes things. For whatever reason, he does not want anybody else to think that he likes things. The Mandalorian. I said, nah, I like it probably because I was never vested in the original. I mean, I was highly invested in the original, and I've been invested in everything Star Wars, and I definitely enjoyed this. The nice thing about this is if you haven't been into Star Wars, like Dylan, you can just pick this up and be okay with it and just take it as a show on its own and something separate, and not have to have watched everything. If you haven't watched everything in the Star Wars universe, that's okay. You can still watch this show and enjoy it because it's a really good show. Jon Favreau did an excellent job at putting this together and getting the cast and the directors and everything. Let's see here. What's Chris Hayes got to say? Brandon, I ordered the Mando Black Series helmets today. Uh-oh. I saw those online and they looked pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. I thought those helmets looked pretty awesome. I wonder if they did the same thing that they did with the Boba Fett prototype, where it's the same helmet, but they just painted it white. It even had all the indentions and stuff on it. We'll see. Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully they made an actual new helmet with this one and just didn't take the same one and just paint over it. But season 2 is going on. We're 2 episodes in. Not a whole lot has happened. Season 1, episode 1 picks up letting you know where the Mandalorian is, where him and the child are, and Mandalorian, he's trying to find other Mandalorians so that he can go ahead and reunite the child with his kind. And so as soon as he finds them, he'll be able to have them help him get to some Jedi and things like that. And that's kind of what these first 2 episodes have been about, him doing things that he can do to find other Mandalorians so that they can help him out and help him take the child to his kind. Some things that they've talked about that's going to happen. You've already had a possible, maybe an appearance of a Boba Fett. It could be Boba Fett. It might not be Boba Fett. They kind of set it up that it is him. But then again, with any of the clones are going to look like him. So it could be one of a million different characters, honestly, because they all look alike. But if it's not Boba Fett, that's pretty crappy, I would think. So I definitely think it is going to end up being Boba Fett, but we'll see. Some other characters, Ahsoka Tano is supposed to show up, Sabine Wren. There's talks of Ezra Miller, if you've watched Star Wars Rebels, showing up. Lots of different possibilities of characters that could be showing up this season and are supposed to be showing up. And you've also got, what's going to be going on with the Blacksaber that showed up at the end of season 1. So, Mandalorian, check it out. I'm going to talk about it every week, but I'm going to kind of stay away from spoilers just in case you haven't had a chance to watch it yet. You can still stay tuned in and watch the show. So, and watch me talk about crap. Continuing on with Star Wars. You guys are killing me in the chat. There's rumors that they possibly started filming this week, maybe next week, a spinoff to The Mandalorian, which is going to be, I don't know there's necessarily a spinoff to The Mandalorian, but that's what they're calling it, a Boba Fett show for Disney+. Is it going to, where's it going to pick up? Where's it going to take off from? You don't really know. Is it going to take up from when he escaped the Sarlacc pit? Is it years down the line? Is it what he's doing during The Mandalorian, during that stretch of time? Not really sure where it's going to be picking up. And with that actor there who's been on set, filming for it, it's highly possible they could have already started doing it. Oh, great. I'm sure it'll suck. This guy. Oh, you're killing me, Rapid Dave. You're killing me. But that's going to be coming on here pretty soon. Hopefully, maybe. Right now, it's just rumors, speculation. We'll see if they actually do something with it. If they do, I'm all in. I can't wait for Kenobi to come out. I can't wait for The Bad Batch to come out. Anything else that they're shooting, they're talking about bringing Mace Windu back for some series, bringing in all different kinds of old characters. Hayden Christensen coming back, playing Darth Vader. A lot of different options, a lot of different things. And me being a big Star Wars fan that I am, I'm all aboard for them bringing it all on. Hey, give me a miniseries here, a miniseries there. One shot season here, one shot season there. Just give it all to me, and I'm going to take it all in. I'm going to watch it, and I'm probably going to enjoy it. That's just all there is to it. Well, let's move away from Star Wars. There's two things coming out that are things from my childhood. One is a movie. They're going to be doing a prequel to the Gremlins movie. It's going to be called, from what I'm hearing right now, The Secrets of the Mogwai. It's going to deal with before the events of Gremlins, maybe how the Mogwai came to be, how the old man maybe found him. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I was a huge fan of the Gremlins movies when I was a kid. It's something I've passed on to my both of my kids, my oldest and my youngest, and definitely looking forward to that coming out. There's not a whole lot out there on it right now. It's just, this is in the works. This is something that's going to be going on. This is what we're making. No cast, nothing, when they're going to be filming it, any of that stuff, the creepy uncle. But yeah, so The Secrets of the Mogwai, that's something that they are working on, bringing out the prequel to the Gremlins movie. I'm looking forward to that. Are they going to do it kind of scary, or are they going to be doing it more the fun route? I would definitely like to see which way they go with that, how they're going to shoot it, how they're going to film it, and what they're going to do with it. I can't wait for that movie. There's finally a constructive comment in the comments in here, other than everything else that's going on here. It's out of control. Apparently Ryan Francis didn't know we were talking about Star Wars. Lizzie heard that there's a hard twist. James Bond will be showing up for a few episodes. There's a lot of speculation going on here in the chat today. It's getting out of control. And the last thing that I've got that I'm going to talk about is a TV show is coming out. It's kind of along the lines of, we talked about Animaniacs coming back. One of the shows that I watched hand in hand with the Animaniacs growing up is Tiny Toons. They're bringing HBO Max is bringing back Tiny Toon Adventures. It's supposed to be coming back in 2022, I think it is, maybe 2021 late. But they just announced a deal for that, so we're going to be getting Tiny Toon Adventures later this month. You're getting Animaniacs, as long with Pinky and the Brain, the Good Feathers, all of that stuff. I am all in on bringing all these old cartoons back and throwing them back out there, whether you're completely rebooting it, whether you're doing it as almost like a continuation. I'm all in on that, unless you're doing something like they did with Thundercats, where they made it a joke. They can ask him to smash the button. But yeah, that's going to be coming out here. Keep your eyes open for that. As more and more things are talked about with that, I'll bring them up as they get closer to when that's being released. Trailers, things like that's going to be coming out. But that's a show that I'm going to be looking forward to. That's all I got for you guys today. Before I leave you, let me just go ahead and remind you one last time. For the whole month of November, anything donated to the Strikeout Beer Fund, which at Venmo is at Strikeout Beer, Cash App is Strikeout Beer. Me and Rapid Dave are donating to the North Texas Food Bank. Any stars that are donated to Rapid Dave streams during the month of November is going to be donated to the North Texas Food Bank, as well as any bits that he gets during his streams on Twitch. So make sure you're following Rapid Dave streams on Facebook as well as Twitch. Go in there, boo that man, throw some beers in the chat, some eggplants in the chat, some roosters in the chat. Make sure you let him know that bots are tough, because he has trouble killing bots. So give him a heads up if you see a bot in there, in case he doesn't see it, because he's going to have issues with it. But everything that's donated this month, we're donating to the North Texas Food Bank. We're shooting for $1,000. We're up to $225 through the first month right now. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Everyone who's donated so far, everyone who's going to be donated, and everyone who's just, even if you're just sharing the posts that we have about it and letting other people know, we appreciate that too. William Russell, a remake of The Monster Squad would be awesome. Absolutely love that movie. I have that here. Watched it with the oldest a few years back. I haven't watched it with the youngest yet. I think I'm going to have to. That might be something we do this weekend. But yeah, The Monster Squad, a remake on The Monster Squad would be awesome. That would be so sweet. But yeah, make sure you go ahead. Hey, if you can, cool. If you can't, just share the post. And maybe someone that you share it with, has the ability to donate. We're doing everything we can. We're going to be giving away things. I've got a special giveaway that I'll be doing on Wednesday during Strikeout Beer, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. We're going to have the boys out of Dom from False Idol joining us. We got a couple beers from there we're going to be drinking. And then during late night beer reviews, we got Brandon Combs from Triple Shot Sports joining us. And we've got some Voodoo Ranger beer I think we're drinking with him. And then make sure you hit that notification button for Rapid Dave streams. So whenever he goes live during lunch a lot, as well as during the evenings. He goes Facebook, Twitch. So make sure you follow him on both so you get those notifications when he goes live. Everyone in the chat, thank you guys. Everyone mashing that like button, the share button. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. William Russell, thank you again for being our guest on 5 Questions with Alan. I appreciate it. Until next week, guys, I'll see you later. Deuces.